Welcome to Grumpy John's garage. I just thought I'd show you the passenger side. This is my finish to filler. It looks a lot, but it's all there is on this stretch of the panel there is 2 coats of body filler and then 1 coat of glaze putty. Here there's just 1 coat of filler and 1 coat of glaze. That's what I try to do. I try to only put a maximum of 2 coats, and you can even see how thin it is. It's not heavy. It's just to take ripples and little dents and little grinding marks and stuff like that where I've welded in holes. You can still see in the inside. The inside's not getting anything. It's getting a flat down and a prime and a paint. It's getting nothing else. And I'll show you this side. This side's, you can see how thin that stuff is. It's just a putty. It just fills in any deep scratches. What have I used on it? I've used 120, 180. I've ran out of 240, so I'm on 320, and that's what I finish off with, 320. Then I'll prime it with a 2K primer. Yep. I'll put you on the tripod and you can see how boring it is. But boring it is, I love bodywork. Love rubbing down filler. It's one of my favourite things to do because it's so, you can see, it's hard to explain. With body filler, I love rubbing down body filler. It's one of my favourite things to do. If I had a whole tub to fill or a whole tub to paint, I'd rather fill. That's the way I am. I prefer fill. I love the end product of what you've done with the minimum amount of filler that you can use and getting it as flat as possible. Not that this is all flat and it's not going to look like a brand new tub. No chance. Across the top here, you can see it across the top. I'm not doing anything with the top in there. There's dents and dings and stuff. I'm not doing anything with that. But along here, you can it's not 100% flat. I don't want that. It's not a show car. I've gone over the top a wee bit with filling. It's a bit more filler than I thought I would be doing. I thought I'd be doing like what they call it is battle ready. So basically as if the repair's done in the field with a wee bit of filler and a spray can. Well, not a spray can because they didn't have spray cans in the war. But the paint gun. So I'll put you on the tripod and you can watch me doing a wee bit, but that's why I haven't recorded it, because it's not exciting at all. In between rubbing down, I've got my cup of tea there. I'm going to have a shortbread biscuit. This is something a customer dropped off ages ago, but as you can see there's not many left because I love my shortbread. Cup of tea and a shortbread. Brilliant.
just another flight in paradise. So bring your A game, 'cause you know this party won't stop. We can never run out of time, so the strawberry love, you know I wanna share it with you, share it with you, share it with you. Hey baby, if you're looking for some crazy, I tell you everybody's standing in the line for the water slide. You can come on over, we can take the roller coaster, and you know everybody's looking for a ride in the water slide.
What I thought I'd do is explain a wee bit how I do repairs. How I concentrate quite a lot on the rubbing it down. I don't just get in there, get it rubbed down as fast as I can. I don't do that. What I'm doing here is if you put the filler on, there's a wee ridge, and there's this area here that's too high or it's too low, and the area around it's too high. Go in circles. Get the block, rub it down, go in circles. You'll see me do that in the video. Go in circles instead of going straight up and down, and go around in circles. Don't dig it in. Let the paper do its job. Flatten it down. And then when you're doing it, when you're checking it, don't look at it like that, directly at it, unless you're trying to find an exact spot. Maybe there's a low bit of filler, or a wee high bit of filler, or something like that, or a high spot in the panel, and you're doing that. But look away. Just look down. Take your time. Go around in circles. Check it like that, and you'll feel it. Every little bit, you'll feel it. You just put all your concentration into feeling it, because you're not looking at it. And I can feel there's a wee totty bit there, wee titchy bit there. There's nowhere else. I'm not looking at it, I'm feeling. And trust me, you'll get better at doing it. Handy tips. All these little bits here are the tedious little things to do. All the little curves, all the little bits. But if you get it into your head, the way I do it is, it's got to be done. No matter what, it's got to be done. Enjoy it. Take your time. Don't dig in. Just take your time, flatten it all down, and you'll get better at it. You'll have more patience doing it. You'll enjoy it. I enjoy stuff like this. Doing all this bits of shaping, and I really enjoy it. It's weird. Right, I'm going to get back to this. I'm using all wee bits like this here. This is 320. But they're still good. But what I like to do is I like to use fresh, sharp bits, and they'll be used for like that, folding up, ripping it up to get into little corners like that, or like that there, and getting underneath the wheel arch. That's what they're for. They don't go to waste, as you can see with this bits here. I use them and use them and use them until they're basically blunt. Right, I'm going to go on with this. Well, that's the body done. I stopped recording earlier on. My dad came in, so I was chatting to him while I was rubbing down. So that's it done. All nicely done. Just about to get a coat of primer, 2K primer. So I'll come back after I've put a bit of primer on it. That's it, primer now. It looks real good. Chuffed to bits. Dash looks good. Yep, chuffed to bits. Yeah, that'll rub down quite nicely. So, started prepping the inside as well. We'll get there. Right, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next update.